Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, however you want to call me. I don't really care. And today I have some new gameplay for you guys after my 4 week absence, unfortunately. Yeah. I had some very tiring finals that I definitely had to focus on. I did not have any time to um, play World of Tanks during those 4 weeks. But I now have the chance, and I now have a little bit of time to actually play some tanks and make some videos. And yeah, this is a new tank, the M46 Korea. You guys probably have already seen a lot of preview videos about this vehicle. This is just some gameplay for your viewing pleasure while I talk about some things on my channel, regarding my my uploading schedule that does not exist, and pretty much my plans for World of Tanks. Um, yeah, so pretty much I have gotten a few premium tanks now, a few new premium tanks. In the last few weeks I bought some. I got the AMX CDC, I got the M46 patent, the T26 Super Pershing, and also the SU100Y and some other tanks. And I'm planning on doing some preview videos on these tanks, or some review videos, since I know you guys might be or are probably interested in getting new premium tanks, and especially since the M46 patent and the Panzer 58 Mutz, which is actually still available right now, are going to be in the store for a while. And I actually got the Panzer 58 Mutz because it's a Swiss tank, and of course I'm going to be supporting my Swiss tanks. So yeah, pretty much I've not been playing a lot of World Tanks, but I've played a few games in my M46 patent, just to get a little view, a little taste of this thing. And I think this game will speak for itself for the possibilities of this tank. This is not a review, just to be very, just to clarify. This is just a little gameplay, a little excursion into the world of the M46 patent. So yeah, I've been playing some War Thunder recently against ground forces, and actually some armored warfare. Those are pretty much the two biggest competitors next to World of Tanks, and I think I'm gonna be making a armored warfare preview video, since that game is actually a little bit different from World of Tanks and War Thunder, since they're very different era tanks. Since the tanks are from after World War II, starting from the Cold War era, somewhere from the 1960s or 1950s, I think, all the way to the modern tanks. And that might be a little bit more interesting than War Thunder, for example, since War Thunder is just focusing on the same tanks as World of Tanks and is in the same timeline from World War II to the early Cold War stages. So yeah, you can expect a preview video coming up some days later, and I'm also working on my live stream, since I have a Twitch channel that I have never really used. I maybe want to start live streaming. I'm not sure if I will live stream World of Tanks, since I don't know, I really do very badly when I play tanks live. I just cannot really talk and play at the same time. But if I will live stream some Rocket League, since that game is like a very arcadey game, and you don't really need to talk that much to understand it. It's very fun. It's definitely a great game for like two or three matches, like in between other games, or if you're having a break from gaming. So yeah, pretty much that's all the things I've been planning to do. Let's talk about this tank, the M46 patent Korea. Well, actually, it's more kind of like a Super Pershing, not Super Pershing, but more like a Pershing, since your armament is just a 90mm. But if you've looked at my damage output up until now, well, we have done quite a lot of work with about 3,000 damage now with 14 actual hits, and you can see this tank in the right position just like any other tank. If you know how to play it, this is a deadly vehicle. You can see the DPM on this machine is very, very terrifying for the enemy, since I'm putting out like a shot every 6 seconds, I think. And you can see defending the base with this vehicle is fairly easy on this map right now, since I do have pretty much the high grounds advantage, and I can use my fantastic gun depression to actually take out this KV2. Unfortunately, I was bouncing this guy back and forth like for at least 3-4 shots. But nonetheless, I'm able to successfully defend the base from the enemy tanks. And this is, I think, one of the more interesting premium tanks that has been added to World of Tanks in the recent time, or in recent history. And I do really enjoy playing this thing. I've got the CDC as well, and the M4A4 Revalorise, the French, both French tier 8 medium tanks, and they're very different from the playstyle. And I'm trying to, you know, to make a preview video or a review video of all those tanks, just in case you guys are interested in buying maybe one of them, so you know which kind of medium tank fits your playstyle. So as you can see right here, we take out our 4th tank in this match with almost 5,000 damage dealt, and there's still 2 tank destroyers left and a T-34, and we're 4 tanks against 3 tanks currently. So we have the 1 tank advantage, and you can pretty much see that this tank cannot take any hits. I've been shot at 5 times, and 3 out of those 5 shots definitely penetrated my frontal armor, even if it was my turret. The turret is very weak on this thing, but more on that later in a different video. But if you look at this position right here, if you do have the advantage with being able to shoot the enemy with some cover, you can definitely put some damage out there, because you do have 192 millimeters of penetration, and at tier 9 that amount of pen is almost yeah, that is it's completely enough. I think it's sufficient to go through all the tier 8 tanks if you shoot at the weak spots. And you also get this nice camo, which is on the M46. So you can see that we have done 5,691 damage on this map, and this is definitely one of my favorite steps. It allows you to, you know, to be very versatile. You have a lot of options as a medium tank or a heavy tank, and it's just one of those open maps. It's good for artillery, it's good for other tankers, and they're very, very important parts of this map. It's very easy to understand, and I do enjoy this map very much. And you can see that I think it's 10 degrees of gun depression on this tank. It's very astonishing in my opinion, because you're able to, you know, crest the ridgeline with this vehicle very successfully, and that's one of those strong points of this tank. So yeah, I do enjoy my M46 patent Korea, and pretty much I do enjoy all of my premium tags, but more on that later in another video. I just wanted to give you guys some more gameplay, a little bit of a backdrop, you know, some information, what has been happening, why I haven't been uploading that much, and I hope you guys do still have faith in me for uploading some stuff. But yeah, there's definitely more stuff to come. I just need to find the time for making all this content. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay or this little commentary. If you did, definitely, well, rate the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.